Hello, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of DD Hustlers. And today I'm super excited to, introduce you to one of the most dynamic and oldest member of DDIP. So we have Rohit here, DDIP Batch 4 intern, one of the most enthusiastic, hardworking, consistent, determined, not just intern, but person that we have here. So I'll actually not talk much at this point. I'll directly, bring you and help you meet Rohit, who we have here. And Rohit, so, I think I've seen you play different roles, wear different hats, go through different zones, and, really come out a different person, I can say. So I think, affiliate marketing, digital mentoring, running an agency, handling clients, I think you've done a lot of things. So to begin with, why don't we start with you just telling us what are you doing right now and how is it going for you?
All right. So first of all, welcome everyone who is watching this video, and thank you, Kamna, for such a wonderful introduction. I don't know whether I will deserve it or not, but thank you so much for that. Yeah. So if I tell you that how my experience was, how my story was. So before joining the DDIP, I already had a bit of experience with digital marketing, internet marketing, and as happened with everyone, like when we hear about internet marketing, online marketing, or some ways that we can make money online, we try a lot of stuff, bunch of stuff, and I also tried a lot of bunch of stuff, and I was kind of a person who tried 50-50 of almost everything, but I was not complete with anything, and I had no idea about that which topic or which industry that I can pick and become an expert into. And that's when I in back in September last year, I heard about this DDIP that Digital Deepak is running his mentorship where he's giving his sharing his experience and teaching that how we can become a digital marketer. So I thought I have some experience in digital marketing. I was not sure initially that whether I want this or not, but after joining some webinars from DD, I was sure that this is something I want, and I want someone who can mentor me. And that's when I joined DDIP. And for the first 3 to 4 weeks, I was just so quiet. I was not chatting to anyone. I was not talking to anyone, and I was just thinking about that what I can learn from this. And I was still confused in the first 3 weeks, but I just wanted to figure out that what I can do. But in the fourth week, I got the opportunity to come out because the fourth week was about WordPress, and I've been working with WordPress for a long time. So I thought, now let's go ahead and try to help people and answer some questions. So I created some tutorial videos, and everyone loved it. And the great part was that everyone from DD's team also encouraged me to create more videos, more tutorials, help more people. And that's when I figured out that, okay, even though I was confused with everything and I had no idea about what I can do, but still every one of us always have something to deliver, always have something to give value and teach other people too. And that's the first step that I took of creating a couple of videos. I got a lot of value, a lot of comments, and that's I got started. And till then, I never stopped. And till date, I'm helping people with a lot of different things. So that was the first step for me.
Great, great. So Rohit, before you got into DDIP, you already said that you started getting into digital marketing, experimenting with various things. So how was that period for you? What were the challenges you faced? How was your journey back then?
Before DDIP, like I said, that I was trying a lot of different things, but on my own. I
Hmm.
was watching YouTube tutorial videos. I joined a lot of courses as well. I spent money on tools and software as well, along with some coachings as well. But there was no one who can answer me something if I get stuck with somewhere, because If you watch YouTube videos, if you are learning from YouTube, yes, definitely you can learn a lot of things from YouTube. But if you are watching different videos, like a lot of people, everyone teaches things on their own ways. Like if somebody is teaching you WordPress, and another person is also teaching you WordPress, but both can have different agenda, different goals, and that's where you get stuck. That who to follow, how to follow them, and like on YouTube, they are not there to answer you. They just show you your content, and this is where I was struggling because I was learning things and I was getting better with things, but I had no idea that how to build my business around it, how to get customers, how to get better, and how to create something of your own. Even though if you are a WordPress guy, you need to have your own style, you need to have your own way of teaching to other people, you need to have your own something unique that people would know you for. So this is what was missing on me. Basically, if you ask me, the mentor, I would say, was something that was missing in my previous journey before joining DDIP.
Great. I think in this short duration, I guess you've already, given out two key takeaways. That is one, definitely find a mentor. Otherwise, you're just gonna end up being confused. ये करूँ, वो करूँ,
Hmm.
ये कर रहे हो, उसमें भी क्या करे? And I think second thing, very good thing that you mentioned is that wait and find your strengths. Like for first 3 weeks, you took it slow. You saw what's happening. But as soon as your strong point came in, you didn't let the opportunity go. So I think, that's a very good way that you actually put it across. So let's, go back to the part where you said that, okay, you started creating videos, tutorials for, DDIP interns. And definitely all of us were also like, go ahead, open space, try what you want. So what happened after that? How did, things pan out? What happened next for you?
So when I created first few videos for DDIP interns and everyone, my goal was not to sell them anything or move forward with this, with any course and coaching and mentorship. I just wanted to help those people out who were struggling with that.
Mhm.
And uh, since that moment, I started creating more videos as internship move on. There were few topics that I had good knowledge about, so I started creating videos around those topics as well. And with that, I also wanted to find out that okay, although I know about this topic and I'm creating tutorial videos on that or helping people. But is this something that I want to be known for? Is this something that I want to do it for a long term? So this is what I wanted to find out next. And apart from that, when I'm teaching someone and when I'm creating videos, are people getting the value out of it? How much they are liking it? So this is what I found wanted to find out. So for the next few weeks, I created multiple different videos around multiple different topics, but uh, still I wanted to find something that I can stand for. So that's why it was really important for me to experiment with a lot of things. I cannot find anything just by writing on the paper. Like a lot of times happens that whenever you ask someone to find out about their passion, people start to write things on paper. Yes, this is the 50% of the part, but 50% of the things that you will find out when you actually get out in the market and when you talk to people and you hear from them that what you are good at and what they think you have helped them with. So this is what I did after that. So I tried a lot of different things. And after that, I found out that WordPress is my core strength and people come to me for help with WordPress. Along with that, I'm good in creating tutorial videos and affiliate marketing is something that I can follow. So this is now what I'm doing in my business. This is what I've built my ground around, like affiliate marketing along with WordPress. So I'll tell you more about WordPress and how I build my agency around it and whatever system that we are working
Mhm.
around it more. Yeah.
Okay. So I think one thing that you have really fought and come out of is I think the confusion that you had, right? what should my niche be, whether what I'm doing is right or not. Because in the internet world also, immediate gratification is something that doesn't happen. You need to give things time. But what happens is, in that duration, when we are giving time, there's a lot of self doubt that comes in. There's a lot of distractions, because one day on YouTube, you will see somebody succeeding in affiliate marketing. Next day on WhatsApp, you'll see someone's success story as a digital mentor. Next day on LinkedIn, you'll see somebody talking about, making X amount of money from freelancing. So that period that is there when you actually are working, and the waiting period, jiske baad you will get the results. In that journey, self-doubt, distractions, lack of consistency, problems in life, बहुत कुछ आता है. So have you faced any of these in your journey?
Yeah, like I faced it for not few days, weeks,
Okay.
like for years. I faced it
Mm.
for years.
Okay.
So I cannot tell you, like I got started back in 2013,
Okay. Wow.
but like I recently I got a lot of success and something that I really want to stand for. So you can imagine that how difficult it can be for you if you're serious about something, if you're serious about building business online, how difficult it can be and how long you have to like grind. I did that, so I know that how difficult it can be for you to stay consistent and stay true to your goals, fight with your parents, answer your colleagues and your friends that yes, whatever you are doing is something that can work for you. So it's really hard. It's not physically, it's not just mentally, emotionally as well. It's really hard. So I'm glad that I was able to do it with, I have to give credit to a lot of people who have helped me with this. I will never say that I'm a self-made, and I like, there's a lot of people who have helped me, who believed in me and who stayed with me during this journey. So yeah, this is what I'll say to everyone who is watching this and who is struggling with in choosing their market. That, like, first of all, yes, you do have to try a lot of different things, and you have to see that what you are good at. And if you want to see that what you are good at, you actually have to try it. You cannot just find about it just by watching someone do it, or just watching some courses or reading something. You actually have to jump in the market and try it, because this is when you find out, okay, if this is something you want to do, or this is something that you want to do for a long term. And if you do it, there will something come out that you will say that, okay, this is mine, this is something unique I find about it, and now this is what I'm going to do. Because right from the internship, we have a lot of people who find about it. Like Sagar is a really good example for everyone. He's also doing affiliate marketing, but he is more focused on Facebook groups and Facebook Live. So this is his market that he has chosen. So I also wanted something like that. Okay, I'm doing affiliate marketing. I am also doing WordPress, but I don't want to be called like affiliate marketer. Like, did he also do affiliate marketing, right? But he never called himself an affiliate marketer. So even though, like, digital marketing and basic marketing is always the same, rules are always the same. It's just that how you twist it and make it your own and then serve to people. So this is what I did with my own marketing as well. And I learned from all these people, and from Sagar as well, from Didi as well, and from Jayant as well. Like, Jayant is also good with WordPress, Elementor, but he positioned himself as an e-com guy, not just a WordPress guy. So these are the, like, I learned a lot from Jayant. He was helping people a lot. He was going on Zoom calls, giving his time, and eventually he ended up in Didi's team. He really deserved that.
Great. So if I just, ask you, like, let's talk about, the 1.5 years. And if we talk about some, real challenges or real problems that, came ahead as obstacles in your journey, which were
Mhm.
somewhere, slowing down the process or making it a bit difficult for you to reach where you wanted to. So can you recall any of the obstacles that you have now overcome?
Yeah, the one problem I would say that comes into mind is perfectionism.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like I said, that I was experienced, like a lot of people can question that if you have 6 and 7 years of experience, how you can struggle. But there was only one thing in my mind, that if I create videos, if I create any course, whether people will buy it or not, whether I'm looking good in cameras or not, whether the course that I'm creating is good enough or not, or how people will react to it. But the reality is, if you do something for the very first time, you are going to be very bad at it. There's no question about it. No matter what you try, you will be very bad at it. But if you do it for the 100th time or 1000th time, then you naturally going to be get better at it. So this is was the one problem, that I was thinking too much about perfection. And because whenever I thought about creating any videos and posted on videos, I was thinking about making it very good, and I just want everyone to be amazed by the quality of my videos and quality of my content. So perfection is the one thing. Even after joining the DDIP, this was the problem that I was facing.
I think we spoke on, an extensive call probably around 6, 8 months back, where, I think you shared that, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what my plan is, this is how I want to take it ahead. But I think
Hmm.
that time the work was not done. But in your mind, everything was clear. So I think right now, 6, 8 months later, from that plan, I can see that, things have now come into action. So why don't, you go ahead and talk about how did you really go about bringing those things from your mind to actually the execution part, and probably then you can also share right now what is it that you are exactly doing, how things have built up, and what you're planning next.
Okay. So how the things got started after some videos in DDIP. So I was, as you know, I was part of DMC, and in DMC call, we had a call, right? And I was thinking about creating a course, and you gave me the idea of creating the instead of creating the course, you just have to ask people, ask them that what they like, and go ahead and create a course. Don't think too much about it. So I gave a serious thought to it, and I thought, if Kamna said this to me, I just have to do it. There's no thinking about it. So after that, I went ahead and asked a lot of people a few questions about affiliate marketing. And I told them that, hey, I'm coming out with a course. Do you want to learn? And I never pitched anything. I never said that I want you to buy something and I'm selling a course, something like that. I just asked a simple question that, hey, I'm thinking about creating a course, a 30-day course on affiliate marketing. Would you like to join? And with this simple question, I got a lot of response. A lot of people told me that, hey, yeah, we would be interested in learning that. So I thought, like, okay, instead of planning a course, creating a whole course, let's go ahead and create one video every single day. And based on people's response, I'm going to create another video. So I gave it a name, 30-day challenge to your first affiliate commission. Okay. So with that, it gave me time of 30 days. Like every day, I create a live video, go on a meeting with people. I teach them the basics of affiliate marketing. And based on their response, whatever, after going through the training, whatever they ask me questions about and whatever they want to learn, I create my next day's video. So like that gave me perfect uh, course content, because this was the content that was built on people's demand. So that's when I thought, okay, Kamna's plan was great, and I was able to create my own course based on the demand. And that was the first course that I created. And it was great success. It was great success for me. And I have not single negative comment about that course. In fact, everyone who till date watch that tutorial videos like it, and I get comment. Uh, After that, I did two more challenges, 5-day challenges, similar to that, no planning, nothing. And I got great success with those two challenges as well. And people loved those challenges. So yeah, that was the thing that I did after our meeting. Thank to you that you gave me some encouragement to come out and just do the videos.
And so I think you started out with, being a digital mentor for affiliate marketing. But right now, what is it that, you're exactly doing and what's happening?
So yeah, after doing affiliate marketing, like I said, that wanted to do affiliate marketing, but I wanted to do differently. Like everyone have their own specialty. I also wanted to stand out for something. So I thought like I have to do affiliate marketing a bit differently, and I need to find out something that I want to stand for. So after doing those trainings, WordPress was at back of my mind as well. So uh, I created some membership sites on WordPress. Along with that, I also joined with Ankush. He's also good with Ankush. I thought like
DDIP batch 2, right?
DDIP batch too. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Ankush Anand.
Mm.
So Ankush is very good with WordPress. So with him, right now we are working on a platform on WordPress. So we call it a system. It is basically is about whoever course creators and coaches consultant who have a big audience, how they can give their audience whatever their audience is already looking for. Like you may have heard about a lot of different sales pages, sales funnels and software, things like that, autoresponders. Everyone is talking about people to get into their membership site or into their funnel, but nobody is talking about what after they are inside your funnel, because people who have already paid you money, these people are way much more valuable, because now you don't really have to convert them. They are already converted, they are watching their videos and putting their trust on you. So these are the people that you need to focus on. So what our system does is track each and every activity of these users who are already inside your membership site. And if they watch any videos, if they download anything, if they go ahead and read any PDF or do any activities inside their site, you can actually track it. You can see everything. And based on their activity, you can automatically give them anything that you want. You can
Mm.
open up any course for them. You can give them anything. So this is what we built. And now we are selling it uh, to people who are already big in the market, selling courses to uh, a lot of people. So it's a really high ticket offer. We are selling it around 3.5 $100 right now. So this is the offer that we created. And along with that, I'm doing affiliate marketing, and I dedicated this to a virtual assistant. So he's doing affiliate marketing for me on complete automation. So I'm not completely out doing affiliate marketing. I'm doing it via VA, running ads on complete automation. I'm also using my system into it to automate the process. And I'm mainly focused on selling the system because it's high ticket, and with this we also have a price of $1,000 per year for renewal. And with that, we are also able to connect with the people who are already doing big at the market, and we are like getting access to their audience as well, not through system but with connecting with them, doing interviews and building a network of these people. So this is I'm doing. So like this is what I wanted to tell. Like even though WordPress is free and it's easy, but still we were able to create a really good offer with WordPress. So I think anyone who like dig deep into their interest, into their hobby, and with whatever they are doing, they can come out with an offer. They can pitch in the market and provide value to their audience. So yeah, that's what I'm up to now.
I think an interesting thing to be noticed here is even before you joined EDIP, I think WordPress was your strong point, and somewhere you
Hmm.
were aware of it. Even when you were in DDIP, you realized that as you were in DMC, somewhere of course you knew WordPress was your strength area, but you also experimented with affiliate marketing. And after
Hmm.
DDIP, DMC, everything, you're still somewhere WordPress does lie at your core.
Hmm.
So, somewhere it's like, okay, you knew it. And right now, what you're doing is also something that you already knew. However, it was still, it took some time to again get that actual clarity and to also have the best, combination. So, looking back, if given a chance, do you think you would have done anything differently? Or do you think that, no, the journey, the way it has progressed, it's actually the perfect way?
To be honest, I have like no looking back in my
Mm-hmm.
career, in my life, in anything, because whenever I do something, I know that I put a lot of effort into it, and instead of thinking about back then what you have might have did differently, I just think about, okay, whatever I've done is the past. Now what I can do. So I don't think I would change anything.
Wonderful. So no matter whatever happens, just
Hmm.
keep coming back stronger, stronger, stronger. Keep building on it. That's your
Yeah.
funda.
Yeah. Right.
Awesome, awesome. So Rohit, what is it that you would then say was somewhere the breakthrough moment that actually made you feel okay, fine, yes, I feel I have reached somewhere or I have made it or things are working.
Uh, I have few things, like few points. The
Mhm.
first time when I joined DDIP and started creating videos for people, that's when I found out, okay, now I can do something and I can help people with something. The second time when you gave me the idea of creating the course, and when I pitched that course, created that course, that's when I figured out, okay, I can actually create a course and sell people to, and people are going to like it. People will buy something. I can actually make some decent amount of money ethically in online marketing. So this was the second time. And then after doing the 5-day challenges, when we created the system, we actually went out and pitched it to a marketer who is doing $1 million right now, and he's like very big right now. He's on the one funnel every challenge stage right now, and we are working with him. And that's when, like, if I can sell something to a marketer like that, someone who is doing that big, that's like something come out of you, like, yes, you can make it big, and you are here to make a big impact in other people's life. So yeah, these are the three things that I would say.
Great, great, awesome. So, Rohit, one more thing, I think you can go ahead and probably share or add some insights about is so yours, as you said, right, it's been a pretty long journey, right, from 2013 to, somewhere
Hmm.
2021. But I think what's important is you never give up. And definitely, one of the reasons why things worked out for you, like, of course, if you didn't have enough knowledge about affiliate marketing, you cannot go ahead and, create a course or give that value. Same thing with WordPress. So how have you gone about learning everything, and how's your entire learning process been?
My learning process, like, uh, was difficult initially because I had no mentor and no one that could give me direction, that what you should do now and what you can do now to, like, do this and do that. I was trying to do almost everything, but with DDIP, I got the clarity that you do need to have uh, do need to learn almost every aspect of digital marketing, but as an expert you have to narrow down and become a T-shaped marketer. That's why now, after some time, I only focused on affiliate marketing and WordPress, because affiliate marketing and WordPress, I don't really have to separate those two. I can work with those two under one roof, just with one website. So that's why my learning was very difficult, because I was like learning from almost everything. I was buying a lot of different courses. I was learning about SEO, then affiliate marketing, product creation, and almost everything basically. But the thing is that whenever someone is trying to learn all those things, their focus is not to learn really. They just want to break out and want to make money. And that's why now my focus is not money, because that's what I realized. Because if I think about money, like you can make money doing almost anything. You don't really have to learn affiliate marketing. You can go ahead and buy something from your house that you don't know, and you will get the money. So there's no point in talking about money. So now my goal is not to make money, but my first goal is to impact 1,000 people's life and help them with their business with my affiliate marketing skills and with my system. So that's what I changed about the goals in life and where I want to go with this. Because if like the offer we pitch to the marketer, the system, we like we never approach him like we want to sell him something. We are desperate to sell something, and we just focus on, okay, this is the person who already have the money. Uh like you may have seen that a lot of people who get started with affiliate marketing on online marketing, they go ahead and try to target people who don't have money or who are just getting started, and they try to pitch their courses and something like that. But we realize that if someone don't have the money, you don't really like sell them something, because if you go ahead and try to teach them something, their focus is also on money, not in learning and apply those things. So we like did a bit differently. We focused on people who already have the money and who have the spending power. Like our software is 3.5 k right now, so it's a lot of money. We thought if we will try to pitch this to almost everyone, no one is going to buy. So we target people who already have the money, and we figured out that if we want to solve their problem, and if we are able to solve their problem, they are going to give us money. So this is what we focus on solving problem. This is the complete focus of our complete focus of our system with affiliate marketing also. If the first course that I have with affiliate marketing is just $1, and I'm not charging a lot of money with that. So the way it goes is it's for people who are like action takers. With $1, I will not make a lot of money, but it will separate from people who are really into business, who really want to spend money and want to make it big. And if somebody who is not spending money, even $1, I don't think he's serious. Like a lot again with DDIP, what his model is like he takes money, but he give it back. So it's I don't think DD is making a lot of money with that, but it separates tire kickers or freebie seekers from people who are really want to make it big, from action takers. And in fact, even someone who is not action taker, DDI with DDIP, they can turn into action takers with the way DDIP internship has set up. So this is exactly what I did as well with my system as well. So this is what I do. Like I separate, first of all, action takers from freebie seekers, and only work with action takers. And whenever with our system, we can track everyone, like who are watching 30 days videos, who are doing the assignments, and who are completing everything. So everyone who do the assignments, we go ahead and take them, and we teach them more stuff, because we know that these are the people who are serious about it. And in fact, out of my training, I also hired one member. I'm mentoring her right now, and also she's also doing good with her business. She was also able to figure out that what she wants to do right now, because she was also doing a lot of different things previously. She was doing WordPress, SEO, Then she tried freelancing as well, but now she's only on landing pages, sales funnel, and she was able to figure out that what she wants to do in her career. So with whatever I experienced with DDIP, after DDIP, and after applying everything into my business, I was able to see that, okay, now I can go ahead and actually help people uh, with whatever knowledge I have. So right now, the mentee that I have right now, I'm also experimenting my own mentoring skills. That if I'm able to get success, if I am able to teach her, if I'm able to get results for her, I can go ahead and uh, do mentoring on a big level. So, like my whole business, my whole journey is all about experimenting. I never stop experimenting, and whenever some things don't work out for you, eliminate that, and the things that work out for you, take that forward and build something with that. So this is my whole journey is all about.
Brilliant. I think, it's like we can visualize it. Okay, keep moving forward and fine. Whatever is not required, discard it. Whatever your strength is, keep building, keep moving, keep hustling basically. And, of course, keep iterating as to what's
Hmm.
working, what's not.
Hmm.
That's pretty amazing. So I think one of the key things that you have also changed is from, shifting your focus ki, "Arey yaar, I need this much amount of money or I want to make this amount of money." Of course, somewhere having a monetary target is good, but somewhere you shifted your focus as to, okay, what does the market want? What is it that people want? And how can you somewhere, add value, contribute to them, and somewhere focusing more on that. So if I were to, just ask you that after DDIP, how much do you think that, um, changing that perspective of yours, doing things differently with more clarity? So right now, up until this point, right from when DDIP started to now, how much money do you think that, you have made or revenue generated so far? And, what's your next target in two things? One is, what's your plan of action in terms of, what you want to do? And if,
Mhm.
any targets that you want to hit.
Okay. So after DDIP, there was no target for me because I just, first of all, I wanted to make some bucks and deliver some results. But I don't know what happened. Like, if you start working on something, if you're doing action, things start to come out. Like, the very first money I made was with the 30-day challenge videos that I created. I made some money with that. That From that training, a lot of good word spread about me, and I started getting random projects from there. I got some projects from DDIP as well. A lot of people got to know about me, my team that we built, and I got few projects from there. And I don't know how, like, I was not promoting myself, but I started getting some projects from outside as well, because I don't know, still I don't know, I cannot believe that how things works when you actually start working. So I started getting some projects from there. So after that, I did 5-day challenge. I made some money with that. From my 30-day challenge, I made some money from course itself, and from some affiliate commissions as well. I made some that money. But then we made the system along with when I made the system along with Ankush, that's when I'm like when we hit our big goal. That was like something big in a one go. So if you ask me about the amount of money, I think I already hit about uh, 4 to 4.5 lakhs up until now. And I have not spent all that money into myself. All that money have I've invested back into business to make it even big. And right now I'm getting connected with a lot of marketers who are doing really big. I have connections in UK and US as well. I'm working with those clients, and all of them are really happy to get connected with me. Last week also I did 2 interviews, and today as well I have an interview at 8. So this is how it's going for me right now. And I think, like, It fascinates me that, like that when you are struggling, nothing seems to be working for you, and nothing is there to help you out, and you are not able to think about anything. But if you believe in yourself, if you just jump out, like, the one thing that if anyone would ask me to, like, what to do, like, don't think anything about yourself just by sitting at your home or your PC or something. Just go out and talk to people, try to figure out that what they want and how you can deliver. Like, if you talk to 10 people, you may seem like helpless and you feel like that there's 8 people that you cannot do anything about it. But if you keep doing it, if not 10, talk to 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, 40 people, you will figure out someone, something to help with. So this is what I did, and seems to be working with me right now. And right now, I have a lot of people, more clients that I can serve. So this is going really good with me. And along with that, one more thing, that don't try to do everything yourself. Uh, Build a team, build a good network of people who can help you in your journey as well. Because bringing in Ankush into my team helped me a lot. He's good with technical side of things, and that helped me to go out in the market and network with people. Because when Ankush is working with technical side of things, I can go ahead and do networking and do marketing. Along with that, we also formed DM Crux along with Rajesh and Roshan. So Roshan is good with e-commerce, and Rajesh is good with Facebook marketing. So now I don't really have to think about all those things as well. I don't have to think about Facebook marketing. Now I can focus on just branding, marketing, and figuring out that what market wants right now. So that helped me a lot. So this is what I would say, like, build a team of good people who are as dedicated as you, and don't try to do everything yourself. And like I already mentioned, the amount of money I've made is like really like more than decent for me. Like, before joining the DDIP, if anyone would have asked me that by this time this year you will make this kind of money, I don't think I would have believed that. But now my next target is uh, 10 lakhs, and I think I will be able to make it by November or maximum December. That's it, like, that's for sure.
Great. I mean, that's brilliant. So I think, almost just a little over a year and you've hit half of your target. And soon I think, I guess in 1.5 years, technically from DDIP started, you'll be reaching your goal of 10 lakhs. And I'm pretty sure you'll get there as well. And I think one of the most important things as we are talking that comes to my mind is, I think you had mentioned that suddenly your website, I think you lost a lot of your resources because your laptop or hard disk, something went wrong, right? And I'm aware there were a lot of other challenges with, having to restart again and again. So would you want to, just go ahead, talk about, one or two of those things and how you still continued grinding? And I'm not even talking about, back in 2013. All these things I have seen in just 1 year happening with you. So I think what happens with a lot of us is life really does come in the way. So, what really happened with you and what gave you the courage to actually, keep grinding and coming and reaching this point?
Okay. So first of all, about the hard disk, that, like, everyone, like, there was no concept of cloud storage before that. So everything was on my PC, and all of a sudden my hard disk crashed and I lost everything, every single thing. And I posted about this in DDIP as well. So a lot of people gave me encouragement about that, like, you don't really need to lose hope and just get started. So after reading those comments, I did not wasted a single day. I think I got started back in few hours. Like, I just went ahead in the market. I bought new hard disk. I thought, like, okay, whatever I've lost is lost. Knowledge is something that's still with me. So I don't really have to worry about tools and courses and videos and whatever I've lost. And if you talk about family pictures and photos, nobody watches it. Like, to be honest, like it's still in your PC. Sometimes you watch it, but for years it's still there. Like your family members are with you. You don't really have to
Yeah,
worry
I
about
think
their pictures.
one good advice, can be is okay for photo or memory is like too precious, print it out, go back to the
Uh,
traditional way.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I did not wasted any time and I got back like within few hours. And along with that, like struggle, if I talk about struggles, uh, since November last year till last month, I spent every month in hospital. First of all, my father and me were into got into an accident, a car accident. My father's leg was fractured. Then my mother and father both got COVID. Then my mother-in-law was in hospital, were in serious condition. Then my sister got COVID. She was in Gujarat. After that, my father-in-law was in serious condition. And in COVID, we also lost a family member in relatives as well. So I had to go there. Then my cousin's brother was in very serious condition during COVID. So we had to like take her to hospital late at night. So I was there as well. So like uh, this year I spent almost every month in hospital. But the thing is that this is life. Your life is never going to be a straight line or always be in like in good condition. It's part of life. Is nothing is going wrong with me, I would say just be prepared because anything can happen. So in good times, you have to always keep in mind, okay, anything can be bad. I have to stay in good mindset because if you are like someone from from between 20 or above, think yourself now that you are a responsible person and you have to take care of your family. You cannot break down in any condition, no matter what. Even if someone you lose someone very close to you, you just have to get back and take care of people who are with you right now. So this is what I've applied in my business as well. Anything can go wrong. Sometimes you can post a videos and people can come out and call you a scam. People can come out and can say bad things about you on social media. But there's always be that kind of people. This is what I learned from DD as well, because in one webinar I saw that a lot of people uh, saying a lot of bad things, but DD was continuing was there to provide value and helping people. And till date, we can see that the kind of impact that DD has built in the market. So this is what I learned. Like no matter what, you just have to keep going, no matter what. Even worse, like I said before, like even till date, if you lose someone close to you, any relationships break down or any financial loss as well, just keep doing that. Till the day you are alive, you are capable of doing anything. Even if you lose some leg or arm or anything, like there's still things that you can do. You just have to find a way. So that's it.
Yeah, I think what you said reminds me of, I think in Ikigai, so one of the things they talk about is if you want to succeed, one of the most important characteristics is that of resilience. How fast can you get back up when something goes wrong? And I think with you sharing, I think it's just been 10 months and you shared like 6 to 7 major problems, right?
Hmm.
So what happens in day-to-day life is we feel, okay, ये ठीक हो जाएगा ओके अच्छा मेरे घर पे नॉट इवन प्रॉब्लम्स बेसिक थिंग्स अच्छा मेरे घर पे गेस्ट आने वाले हैं लेट देम गो देन आई विल स्टार्ट दिस oh
Hmm.
okay I think I have this exam coming in or this something is due let that get over then I will start acha aaj I am tired let me start from tomorrow. I think challenges are secondary. These daily thought processes only become obstacles for a lot of people. And I think the way you have in just 10 months overcome these problems, been so resilient and still managed to make a good decent amount of money, but more than that, get the direction about where you exactly want to go, and where somewhere you think you most like fulfillment, right? I think one thing I think I can draw out of this conversation is you feel fulfilled with the kind of work you're doing. Yeah. Okay, there is some meaning to what you're doing, and you're
Hmm.
making money out of it, which is the best combination, which is what all of us, really like strive for. So I think that's a pretty fantastic journey that you've had up until here.
Yeah, like on the very first call when we were there, I think this is what I always talked about. Like, I want to find out that what I stand for. I want to find out that why I'm here. Like, this is what I wanted to find out. But now, right now I'm very clear with that, that this is what I want to do. And money is not the primary goal. Like, yes, you are, if you are into business and if you are not thinking about money, that's not the way to go. If you want to help more people, you have to make money so that you can serve more people. So money is always there, but like, yes, I do want to serve more and more people. So this is what I've built my focus around. And I also know that who are the people that I want to serve. I don't try to randomly help people. And still, although I can create WordPress websites and can build any kind of website, but still, in the last 3 to 4 months, I've said a lot of no's than yeses. So yes, like, you like money, and it's hard to say no to the money that is coming to you. But if you really want to stay focused to your goals, to the vision that you have seen, and to where you want to go, you have to say a lot of no's as well. I think saying no is more important than saying yes. So I think this is also one of the most important thing that I did in my business. If I would have worked on those projects, I don't think I would have been able to create the system that I created with Ankush, and I was not able to build a team with Rajesh and Roshan. And I think when I was not available and I was struggling with all the problems, these are the guys that helped me and helped me to stay focused. So this is really important. All these people are really important in my life as well.
So I think great. One collaboration of yours has come out from DDIP, another
Hmm.
of your agency, somewhere Digital Marketing Club. Since it became like a closer group, that's the second collaboration, and looks like you're all set to go ahead, continue on this path, and really get where you want to and beyond.
Yeah.
So it was, in fact, you're saying something
No, no. I mean, like,
awesome.
I have a lot of different things in my mind, but when you're excited, you don't know what to say. So this is the kind
Awesome.
of feeling I'm having
Hmm.
right now.
I think you're too humble to, actually you think that, oh, okay, ठीक है. This is just the beginning, which is why somewhere, you're like, okay, there's a lot more things to come in, and this is they're just scratching the surface.
Thank you. Yeah, I hope I'll do well in future.
Great, Rohit. So I think it was wonderful talking to you. Thank you for, coming in here and sharing your valuable insights. Just one last thing, if you have to just go ahead, share something with, people who are just getting started with, entering the online world, digital marketing world, are trying but are not getting to where they want. What would your suggestion to them be based on your experience and life?
The number one thing I would say is, as soon as possible, go ahead and find a mentor. Don't try to do anything yourself. Just find a mentor, because a mentor can help you eliminating all the stupid things that you can do, can help you save your time and help you to move in the right direction. So finding a mentor is the one thing. And second thing, stay true to your goals and stay true to yourself, because this is the mistake I made as well, because I was spending a lot of time on my PC. uh, Sitting on my PC for 8 to 10 hours, but I was thinking that I was working, but I was random YouTube videos, I was watching random courses, I was going through a lot of different things, but that was not working. So you have to realize that what are the actions that you need to take to move towards your goal, and what are the things that you have to eliminate. So being self-aware of your goals and of yourself is really important. So just to stay true to your goals, never lie to yourself that if you have spent 2 hours watching some random YouTube videos, tell yourself that this is not I'm supposed to do, and these are the things that are not going to help me move forward. So stop doing that. Just stay true to yourself, never lie to yourself, and to your mentor, hire a mentor. And the third thing I would say that a lot of things can happen in your life, a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, but the most important thing is to keep moving forward no matter what happens. So these are the three things.
Wonderful. I can say three golden nuggets from your end. And, in closing, just one final thing is one thing I think that, you really put across very well is that, yes, you always knew your strong area was WordPress, but you just didn't want to stick to creating websites because you felt that wasn't your thing. You wanted to do something beyond. So, I think what is important for each one of us is to find our thing and wanting to grow in that. Because if we think about it, right, even if there's the same company and, there are two co-founders, even though they have the same vision, but still the areas both of them would be focused on would be based on their strengths. So even with the same goals, when the focus is different, then when we talk about individuals being different, it's extremely crucial that we figure out what is our piece, what is important to us, and having that focus, then figuring out the journey becomes much easier. So thanks, Rohit, for coming forward, giving your time and sharing your experiences, which is going to add like so much value to everyone who's getting started, not able to get where they want, giving them hope that even if not today, tomorrow success can be theirs, and not just success but their definition of success.
Yeah, thank you so much, Kamna, for the interview. I'm really happy to do this, and I hope I'm able to provide some value to people who are getting started. So thank you for the interview.
Absolutely. So thanks, Rohit. Talk to you soon. Take care
Sure.
and goodbye.
Okay. Bye-bye.